I got a special guest today, James Nestor. We're going to be doing a Qigong class and some breath work. We're going to see how the synergy of breath and movement works together to enhance the flow of Qi. Join us. Do this class with us. James, is your first Qigong class?
It actually is, yes.
First Qigong. I feel so honored. Your life might be different after this.
No pressure, but I hope this is good. I've
Okay.
heard a lot about it.
I have a little bit of practice.
Okay.
This is my 32nd year of teaching.
Okay. Now there's a lot of pressure. You understand
Yeah,
that.
and you know I started in my early 60s, so.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You look great.
Do I? Okay,
Yeah. Oh,
good.
yeah.
It's for longevity. All right, breath and Qi. So in Qigong, we say that breath is the commander of Qi. So you have done all this research on breath work. Now, when you move your body and breathe, like we were talking about in our interview, you move all the mechanics of the body that allow breath to come in, because as we know, the lungs are passive. They don't do anything. So you have to move your muscles, diaphragm, rib cage, chest, to get more breath in. And so exercises like this is called Soaring Eagle. Let's just do a breathing exercise that allows more breath to pour in. And so if you take your arms up like this and you inhale and your palms cross, so your palms are touching, and then you exhale. And so you get this full inhale in and full exhale out. So inhale. And then what I like to do at the top here is just try to wiggle a little bit, make a little more space as you breathe in more. Exhale. So we're stretching the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. Exhale. The toughest part of this is to talk and do the breathing exercise at the same time. So you'll have an easier time than me.
Luckily, I don't have to do that.
Yeah. Wiggle a little bit, make some space, breathe into those little pockets that you can, and then exhale out. And sometimes we can take a deeper inhale if we focus on this part, on the exhale. And at the bottom of the exhale, see if you can empty out a little bit more. And that's when you squeeze into the ribs and then inhale. Now bring in all that fresh energy. Stretch. Exhale.
Am I pausing at the top and bottom, or is this a circle?
It's a circle, but it's almost like at the bottom, instead of a pause, it's kind of like a squeeze.
Okay.
And at the top of the inhale, it's an exploration to see if you can make a little more space in the torso to breathe into. So you keep inhaling as you make some space, and then you exhale, right? So we stretch those internal muscles. Exhale a little more, and then. And it's surprising. There's often quite a bit more space than you realize. Okay, relax. Nice stretch through here. There's exercises in Qigong, like this one called spinal cord breathing. So it's for the spine to move all the vertebrae in the spine, which I find fascinating because there's over 100 moving parts to the spine. And then when you synchronize it with the breath, you can energize, but that long, slow breathing as you move the spine helps us to get into parasympathetic. And so you're going to bend your knees. This is kind of a nice Qigong posture with the feet pointing straight ahead. And then the tailbone just relaxes. So there's a softening around the tailbone. And then you're going to inhale and open your chest. And you look up. And that's like the breath being poured in. Open. And then you round the back. Elbows come together. Chin drops down. And you tuck your tailbone under. And it's fine even if you squeeze the buttocks around, and then you inhale, everything relaxes, a little bit of a ducktail, and then you look up. And so we're getting full range of motion in the spine, back of the spine.
Am I moving my butt in or out while I'm
tucking under?
In?
Yeah,
so
tucking
under. I'm tucking in this way.
This way, and
Gotcha.
then chin down.
Okay.
So you get that stretch and elongation
Got it.
here. And then the thing is, on this one, you don't want to move your knees or your hips.
Okay.
Because you want the breathing into the spine.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Great. And then you inhale. Same idea, you could pour the breath in, and when you round, you're squeezing, the body helps to squeeze the breath out. In a sense, they say stale energy out and fresh energy in. So this can be done slowly like we're doing. And then as you round, everything, it's kind of a softening around your spine. Soften. And then you inhale, and there's an expansion. And if you can, feel the front of your spine as it connects to the lungs and the ribs. And then feel the back of the spine and creating more flexibility and mobility in all the joints. And inhale as you open. And exhale as you round. Do it one more time. Wonderful. This exercise is a great, what I call Qi break. You're sitting at your desk and you just want to I need to move, especially this movement of the spine because we're always this way. So 2 or 3 minutes of that can really refresh you if you've been riding for a long time or sitting at the desk or car ride, plane flights, spinal cord breathing. Excellent. Now, the whole goal of Qigong practice, influence your Qi. So it's not about getting fit, strong muscles, even flexibility. That's not the goal. The goal is to circulate energy. So we do exercises that activate the energy. And let's do some here for the chest and the lungs to activate, because there's a lot of acupressure points here. So you tap up and down on the sternum. And these points are for the lungs. So often before breathing exercises, I'll often do a acupressure sequence to open up all these points and get the Qi to move into the chest. And go over right below the collarbone, right here in the shoulder pocket. That's the first and second points on the lung meridian. Lung 1 and 2 is right there. And these points, interestingly enough, are good for your immune system as well. So if somebody has immunocompromise, we'd work on these points. And then this other hand, put it down like this, get the Qi to move. And then we'll go to the other side. This hand down. So lung 1 and 2 right there at the chest, and then the meridian goes all the way to your thumb. Going back to the center of the chest. Little Tarzan Qi Gong. Up and down. Now, take a deep breath. And at the top of the inhale, hold. And knock a little stronger. Exhale. And we're getting the breath to convert to Qi this way. So inhale. Exhale. We'll do it one more time. Hold and knock a little stronger. Exhale. And what we'll do is we'll just check in and see if we feel the activation of the Qi. Hands to the sides, close the eyes, and sense and feel the energy in your body. Buzzing, tingling in the chest, and a nice flow of that electricity moving down the arms to your hands. Slow, deep breathing. How's that feel?
Great.
You feel that?
I'm into it.
Yeah, so cool, right? So Qi is the power behind all the other systems. So we look at the respiratory system, and it's, again, the bioelectricity, this mysterious force, right, then gives the power to the lungs to inspire, expire, and the power behind the heart to expand and contract. So we'll say Qi moves in vibration that you felt, and it also moves in pulsation. So it has a rhythm. Expand and contract. That's yin and yang. And so what we want to do is work with both of those electrical systems, expansion, contraction, and the electricity behind that, and which all the systems of the body work on. So we have slow systems or fast systems. Fast would be like the heartbeat in the lungs. Slow is like our circadian clock of waking up and falling asleep. And when yin and yang are really clear, then we do all of those things really well. So then you can feel the circulation of energy in the body. So a little exercise. Let's work on activating our Qi in our hands. You just take the fingernails and the first knuckle and rub together like that. And what that's doing is stimulating the ends of the meridians. So we opened the first part of the meridians, and now we're getting to the ends of the meridians. And the goal is to feel your Qi. and to sense and feel. Once you feel your qi, then you can work with it. So here, just take a deep breath. And let's just take a minute or so to activate the energy. Relax and hands to the sides, and let's see if we can feel the ends of the meridians and the gates of the hands open, tingling with energy. And then connect that feeling in the hands with the feeling in the chest, and see if you can feel the circuit that those are both an open system where they're connected. Wonderful. Bend your knees. This one's called knocking on the door of life. So your arms are going to wrap around your body and you're going to knock and knock it. So your neck and shoulders stay nice and relaxed. And this is a principle in Qi Gong. You move from the center. Your power comes from your hips and your waist. Your upper back, neck, and shoulders are nice and relaxed.
Am I flipping my hand on the back? Okay.
Yeah,
that's what it looks
exactly.
like.
Flipping the hand. The door of life is called knocking on the door of life. It's a pressure point. It's directly behind the navel on your spine. And that's a point for vitality. And so the idea here is that you're stimulating these pressure points, but you're also mobilizing the joints in the spine.
It's the same spot for Kundalini.
It is? Okay, there you go.
A couple inches below the belly button.
Right, right. Awesome. So you see, when you look at energy anatomy, the different traditions, Qigong, Chinese medicine, Tibetan, and Indian, they all have a very similar mapping of where the energy runs. Interestingly, in Chinese medicine, they say that the lungs are the commanders of the qi, but when you breathe in, the kidneys grasp the breath. So if the kidneys, like somebody comes with asthma to a Chinese medicine doctor, they treat your kidneys.
Because the kidneys play a large part in hyperventilation.
Really?
Yes,
absolutely. Physiologically.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
They offload bicarbonate. So
That's right. Okay. I remember reading that in your book. I was like, that is why the energy of the kidneys and lungs is so important. Fantastic. So now one hand up to your chest, one hand across the kidney. That links kidneys and lungs. And you can take just a few breaths here. Feel this unwinding of tension in the spine. And then we come down to the low back. Now, same movement, but you're just going to go like this. Glide the hands through the air. This is called water waves. And it's sort of the yin version of what we just did. And this one, you bring your mind into the present moment. You connect to slow, deep breathing. And this movement is said to clear away the worries of the mind. And we do that by just reorienting to the present moment, by feeling what your body's doing, the air moving through the fingers. And feel feet connected to the floor. And feel the difference between the sensation of the floor, the solidity of the floor, and the lightness of the air in your hands. And by paying attention to those sensations, all of a sudden the mind is here and not on any worries or mental stress. We're connected to the moment. And then we just slow it down, gradually slow it down, and then check in, notice how your body feels, and we'll see and experience the qi starting to wake up and circulate and move and flow. Mind and body start to integrate. Good. Wonderful. Next one. This one is really good for transforming stress into vitality or rebalancing the nervous system. It's a little bit like athletes before events. They shake. And so this is the Qigong version. And I'm going to teach it to you with the lung healing sound, the healing sound. So you're going to shake the arms, bounce into the legs, and activate 5 pumps. So you got the 2 pumps here, arms and legs. And then you activate the pump of the spine. So you try to release the cranial base. And you get the head to kind of bobble, like a bobblehead in the back of a car. Now the sound of the lungs is Z. So if you zzz, it'll create a vibration in the lungs as you're shaking, so it discharges any negative energy in the lungs. So try. do it one more time. Slow it down. All right. Now feel the chi of the chest flowing down the arms to the hands. Feel the breath freed up so that it gets very effortless as it comes in through the nose and out through the nose. You might notice tingling through the spine all the way up to the head. And so we go through this alchemy of movement in Qigong practice where you activate Qi, you warm the body up, and then you go into flowing movements. So from this state, feeling our energy, it's now time to go into flows. Okay, so this one's called Great Bear Swims in the Ocean. And so the thinking is that we're in a sea of Qi, and we don't know we're in the sea of Qi, much in the same way fish probably don't know they're in the ocean. So there's energy everywhere, but we just need to be able to tune our bodies to the energy that we want. So feel when we're doing these like you're absorbing positive energy. So we go out like this and turn. Remember the lung meridian's here, so we're inhaling and exhaling. And we go slow, synchronizing breath with movement. And we're working with some spirals. So as my hands go out, my chest sinks back. And then as my arms open, my chest expands. Exhale. Inhale. Slow breathing. Slow movement. Slow mind. And when everything slows down, what is revealed is that there's energy everywhere. And that we can soak up that energy and get it to circulate through us, light up our meridians. Exhale, nice and slow. And then as you exhale, relax your shoulders. And as you relax the body into movement, there's more space for the Qi to flow through you. Great bear swims in the ocean. Here, expand, little shift towards your toes to pull the energy into the chest, and then a little shift towards the heels. So your spine starts to feel like seaweed in the ocean. As you're swimming through the ocean of energy around you. One more. And now bring it down and just hold your palms so they face towards each other and see if you can feel that electricity, that Qi in your hands. If you go a little closer together and then you pull apart, sometimes it feels like magnets, electricity, there's a sensation in the hands. And this is a sign, an experience that the Qi is starting to move in the body. Now, arms around like this. This one, Buddha holds up the earth. Same thing, it's working with the lung meridian, but now we go upward, float the hands up, and the thumb turns up like that. And then we'll spiral down, so connect to the lungs and then back here. And inhale, nice slow through the nose. And the arms don't straighten the elbows, they stay bent, and then exhale. And the arms here, same thing, round. In Qigong, it's called straight but not straight. Inhale. Working with spiraling movements like the arms is another way to activate energy, because everything in nature moves with spirals. Now you can have a little pause at the bottom of the exhale, a stillness in the breath. And then inhale, and a little pause at the top of the inhale. Like the tide of the ocean, there's a stillness or a lull as the ocean returns to the shore, or as the water returns to the ocean, there's a little bit of pause at the top and the bottom. And when the breath is still, the mind becomes still. Inhale. And exhale. That said, when we can exhale all the way out, we let go of the past. And when we can inhale fully, we become inspired about our future. Little pause. Exhale. And a little pause. One more time. And now just hands around like this. This is a posture, a standing posture for the lungs. And what you feel in your body, what you want to feel is your body like a tree. So top of the head as if it's pulled up towards the sky, and the tailbone legs as if they're drawn down towards the earth, so we're connected. The sky is yang and the earth is yin, and we're the conduit in between. Now breathe slow. Slow breathing in, out through the nose. The breath circulates the energy, and the posture creates the body like an antenna to channel the energy around and through us. Feeling legs like the roots of the tree, top of the head growing towards the light in the sky. And the breath is like the leaves of the tree gathering the energy. Slow, relaxed, refined breathing through the nose. Feel as if your whole body's breathing. Inhale, the body expands. And when you exhale, the body contracts. The whole body's breathing. Let's bring our feet together and take one hand under your belly. This is called centering.
Left or right?
Doesn't matter. You can mirror me. Okay. Yeah. And then other hand, circle around like you're gathering energy. And then when you come down, you go right down the midline and then switch. So you're right here, right under the navel, like a cup, holding the chi. And then you're going to gather. Now this one's really good to bring back or reclaim your power. Like we invest a lot of energy in our work, in our relationships, and the things we do. So at the end of a practice, we can pull our energy back to ourselves. And see how my thumb, like this, we're talking about lung meridian, this part, the pinky finger is facing away from you so that this part of the hand, like this is called the tiger mouth, faces towards you. Yeah, excellent. And this is the meridian we're working on right in the midline. And then switch, and then inhale. Exhale. centering, reclaiming our power, gathering our energy back to ourselves, bringing it to our center, and reconfirming our relationship to the present moment so that our connection to the present moment isn't one of resistance, it's one of relaxation. Bring it all back to the center, hands over your belly. I'm going to take a few deep breaths. We just notice how we feel after our Qigong internal journey with energy. I feel the mind calm and spacious, energy circulating, and a connection to our center. And relax, hands down. All right, and here we are in the Qi zone. How did that feel?
Felt great.
Yeah, good. First Qigong class. You did it.
I really wish I knew an expert to teach me these
I
things.
know, right?
Wouldn't that be convenient?
Wouldn't
I could
that
learn
be-
more about it.
Yeah. We might be on to something here.
Beautiful stuff. That was wonderful. So
Feel
thank you.
good? Feel your energy?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very present.
Thank you. All right, everybody. That was a class for immune system, breathing, converting breath into Qi. I hope you enjoyed it as well. See you in the next class.